Today, we're going to learn how to gloss questions and non-manual signals. Let's start with some review about glossing. Gloss is an interlinear translation written above the English. By the time we're done with this lesson, you should know why. We write one English word for each sign. If you don't sign it, then don't write it in your gloss. Gloss is written in capital letters so you can easily distinguish it from the English. A non-manual signal is a parameter of a sign that has meaning, but it isn't made with your hands. The most common is facial expression, like this one. They can also include head movement, like a nod, or a shoulder shift, like this sentence. Eye gaze and mouth morphemes are non-manual signals too. Here are some common mouth movements that accompany signs. If you're going to successfully record what to sign, you need to include these non-manual signals, so we should add them to our gloss. Here's how. First, sign the sentence. Then, gloss the signs you used. Remember, I need to hyphenate don't know because though it's 3 words in English, it's only 1 sign in ASL. Next, I need to label my non-manual signal. While I'm signing this sentence, I need to look confused, so I write that on top of the ASL. I'm going to draw a line over the signs that need that facial expression. I'm going to gloss a question the same way. I'll write the English and the gloss, and then I'm going to draw a line above the gloss question, like I would with any non-manual signal. For a yes-no question, we write a Q above the line, like this. For a WH question, we write WHQ above the line. Sometimes the whole sentence needs the same non-manual signal. Other non-manual signals only apply to part of the sentence, or we may need more than one non-manual signal in the same sentence. That means we only need to put the line over the sign the non-manual signal applies to. Now, don't freak out. I'm going to show you a clip of Taraline, a famous deaf storyteller. Don't worry too much about the meaning of her signs, just watch her non-manual signals. Here is a gloss of that same clip Taraline just signed. You can see that some lines are short and that others extend over a long string of signs. The first and the last actually mark mouth morphemes. Now, let's practice. Here's the first sentence. I really hated that movie. How would you sign that? Pause the video and sign it to yourself. Our goal here is to focus on the order of our signs, so we need to think about time, then topic, and comment. Like training wheels on the bike, sometimes it can be helpful to draw a circle around the time, a box around the topic, and underline the comment, like this. We use that to help us sign it in the right order and then write down what we signed. And remember that I didn't say I didn't care for this movie or that I wasn't fond of this movie. I really hated it. I don't need to sign really. I just show it with my face and then label it in my gloss. And that's how I'm done. Try this one. Why are you tired? Again, pause the video as needed to try it for yourself. Here's a circle around the time, a box around the topic, and underline the comment. And the gloss. And we cannot forget the non-manual signal, which looks like this. Try number 3. If I leave the gloss like this, it would look like a sentence. That man is your father. But we need it to look like a question, so we add the non-manual signal. And our last one. I'm excited today is Friday. This is a little tricky because it looks like it has 2 times. But one of them is actually your topic. Now, hopefully you know how to record all these great facial expressions you use in your signing and are ready to try the homework.